Hello, my dear students, and welcome to this video lecture on Machine Drawing 2. This lecture is for 4th semester Diploma in Engineering for Mechanical Production RAC and Plastic Streams at Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. The course code is BME 404 and the course title is Machine Drawing 2. So today we will be talking about the gear profile. So if we have a look at the syllabus of this course, we have 3 units. The first unit is about the cam profiles. The second unit is about the gear profile. The third is related with details in assembly drawings. We have already discussed and done most of this part in the class. And today we'll be talking about the gear profile. So, and specifically, we'll be talking about spur gear by approximate method construction. So when we talk about approximate construction of gear tooth profile, there are two sort of classifications we can say. One is when the number of teeth is less than 30, and the other is when the number of teeth are 30 or more than 30. So there's a very slight difference in the way of construction, and I'll talk about that in the later part of this lecture. So to begin with, let us have a brief introduction about the gears. Gears are machine elements which are used for transmission power between shafts separated by a small distance. Irrespective of the type, each gear is provided with projections called teeth and immediate depression called tooth spaces. While two gears are meshing, the teeth of one gear enters the space of the other. Thus, the drive is positive. When the one gear rotates, the other also rotates, transmitting power from one shaft to the other. There are many kinds of gears. For example, there is a spur gear, there is helical gear, bevel gear, worm gear, rack and pinion. We'll be talking in this video about the construction of spur gear. So there are few nomenclatures that we have to keep in mind for drawing the gear profile. For example, we have to know what is addendum, what is dedendum, what is pitch circle, what is tooth thickness, pitch circle. So this figure shows all the major nomenclatures which one needs to know for drawing this gear profile. Moreover, there are few calculations of formulas that we have to use for drawing the gear profile. For example, there is a pitch circle, which is circumference of the pitch circle diameter divided by number of teeth. Then there is pitch diameter pitch, which is number of teeth divided by pitch circle diameter. Then there is metric module M, which is equal to pitch circle diameter divided by number of teeth. Then similarly, there are few more formulas that we have to keep in mind for drawing the gear profile, and I will talk about them when we'll do a calculation for a sample problem. So let's start with a problem. So the problem is draw few teeth of a spur gear having 25 teeth. Module equals to 10 mm. So the data which is given to us is n is 25, that is number of teeth, and the module is 10. For gear tooth proportion, calculate the following. We have to calculate the following. Number one is pitch circle diameter, which is equal to module into number of teeth, that is small m into n, that is 10 into 25, which comes out to be 250 mm. So the addendum is equal to m, that is 10 mm. Dedendum is 1.157 mm. into 10, that is 11.57 mm. Similarly, we will calculate addendum circle diameter, that is PCD plus twice m, that comes out to be 270 mm. Dedendum circle diameter, which is PCD minus twice of dedendum, that comes out to be 227 mm. Similarly, we will calculate pitch, circular pitch, fillet radius, and tooth thickness. So from the given data and the formulas that we have calculated addendum, dedendum, addendum circle diameter, dedendum circle diameter, pitch circle, fillet radius, and tooth thickness. So to begin with, to draw or to construct the gear tooth profile, I have written down the steps. You don't have to write these steps on your sheet. You have to only draw it. This is just for your guidance. So as I always say in the class, to begin with any drawing, draw the center lines first. So what we do is we draw a horizontal center line and we draw a vertical center line, and the point where they intersect, we mark it as point O. So with O as center and radius of addendum, dedendum, and pitch circle, we will draw addendum circle, dedendum circle, and pitch circle. So we have three circles, and we have already calculated the values of these. Addendum circle diameter, that is 270 mm, dedendum circle diameter, that is 225 mm, and the pitch circle we have already calculated as 250 mm. So we have all the three values, and with the help of these three values, with O as center, we will draw three circles, that is addendum circle diameter, dedendum circle diameter, and pitch circle. So, and what we do is where this center line intersects the pitch circle, we mark it as point P. Now what we do is with OP as diameter and the center as the middle of OP, midpoint of OP, we'll draw a semicircle. This semicircle. Clear? The next point is, now let's mark this point as Q, which is the midpoint of OP. With OQ as radius, we'll draw a semicircle with P as center, like this semicircle. And where this semicircle cuts the semicircle which we have drawn earlier, we mark it as point Q. So I again repeat it. What we have done is that first we have drawn a semicircle with OP as diameter and this point Q as center. And again, we have drawn a circle, semicircle with P as center and radius as PQ. And where these two circles intersect, we have marked is at point Q. Clear? So now with OQ as center, with O as center and radius OQ, we have drawn a circle, this brown circle, and we have called it as a base circle or the path of centers for the profile arcs. So to summarize up till here, what we have done is we have drawn four circles: addendum circle diameter, dedendum circle diameter, pitch circle, and the fourth, the brown one, is the base circle or the path of centers of profile arcs. Right. So now what we have to do is on the pitch circle, which is this purple circle, we will mark points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. And the distance between them is CP by 2. So the distance between 1 and 2 is CP by 2. And 2 and 3 is CP by 2. And similarly. So we have marked points on the pitch circle diameter with the distance between them is Cp by 2. Right. Now, what we have done is we have to mark points 1 dash, this 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, and the distance between them is the distance which is PQ, this distance. So we will put the steel tip of our compass here and will mark 1 dash with the distance PQ. And similarly with 2 as center, we'll mark 2 dash, 3 as center, we'll mark 3 dash. And now what we have to do is with the same circle, with the same distance, we have to draw these arcs, the black ones. So with 1 dash as center and the radius PQ, what we do is, or radius 0.125D, we'll mark this arc from 1 dash, and we'll mark the same arc from the opposite side from this point at 2 dash. Similarly, we will mark all the arcs in the same way, and so we will have these kind of profile which I have shown with the black color. So now the difference between when we have teeth less than 30 degree and more than 30 degree comes into picture. And what is that? So when we have teeth which is less than 30 degree, the arc which we have drawn with the black, what we do is we make the arc from the addendum circle diameter to the pitch circle only. So if you can see from here to 1, and from this point we draw tangents line till the base circle diameter. I again repeat, what is the difference between them? The difference is when we have teeth 30 or more than 30, we will draw arcs from the addendum circle to the base circle, and then we will draw fillet. And when we have number of teeth which is less than 30 degree, what we do is we draw the arc from addendum circle to the pitch circle, and from pitch circle to the base circle, what we do, we join it by tangent lines as shown in this figure. And after that, what we do is we draw fillets, and if the fillet radius is very small, as we have calculated in our calculations, the fillet radius is 4 mm. So if you can draw 4 mm, it's very good. If you can't, then you can draw it with a circle master or with a flange circle. So in this way, we can draw the tooth profile. And I have also mentioned the difference between the when we have number of teeth less than 30 degree and less than 30, and when we have number of teeth with 30 or more than 30. So thank you for attending this lecture. Practice this problem on your sheet and let me know if there is any problem while constructing this gear profile. And in the next lecture, we'll be talking about the other gear profiles. So thank you for listening.